Hey guys, this is the Rad Man, and I just wanted to show you guys a little redstone invention that I came up with. Um, if you can't guess what this is, which I'm going to guess that you can't until you see these guys. This is what I like to call my fully automatic chicken killer. Um, the eggs to feed the killer come from up here in this holding pen, and then it just every cycle it spawns all the eggs that fill up these dispensers, or yeah, the hoppers and stuff. And as you can see, they slowly fill up. Usually it goes faster than that. Sometimes for random reasons the chickens seem to disappear from that compartment. I don't know. I think I just need to add more. Anyway, so if you guys haven't seen, there is actually a really small, really compact chicken killing farm, and I'll basically show you guys what that is because it's really easy to build actually. Now, keep in mind, if you do for some reason plan on building my chicken farm, the way I have it set up right now, it's not very efficient because I wasn't going for efficient. I was going for something that was over the top insane. So yeah, we have to use a different type of slab. Just keep that in mind if you do try and build this. That's pretty much the only thing you have to be aware of is that this is not designed to be, well, it is actually pretty efficient at giving you bunches of items at a time, but it's not like constant items like most automatic chicken killers use. Let's see if I can remember what it is. Okay, so the way it's set up is there's this here. I believe there's a dispenser behind that, and then we also need Mojang, you need to give us bigger inventories. I mean, come on. It's time. We've had the same size inventory for who knows how long. It's time to upgrade. Now, you can do this part a little bit differently. I'm not sure if there's a better way and a worse way to do it, so I'm just going to do it how I think it will work. But if you don't understand, how is that a crafting table? It told me there was a crafting table. Anyway, so if you guys don't understand what's going on, I will explain it to you. I'm just getting it set up enough that we can actually test it. Okay, I believe that this is actually pretty much all that's required. Oops. So yeah, this is like the most compact version I've ever seen of a chicken killer, by the way. And if you're wondering why I'm including it in the tutorial for my type of chicken killer, it's because I can understand that some people don't want a fun looking machine that is really cool to watch. Some people want efficiency, and if you guys haven't seen it, who am I to keep you from seeing it? Okay, so this is the container where the little chickens will be. I'm going to make it 2 blocks tall and remove this top layer of glass just so that I can spawn them in easier. I think normally it is 2 blocks tall actually, and then there'd be something in front of this and you'd be able to see into this part. And I forgot the lava. So the way this works is I need neg. Got a chicken killer over here. Okay, it's not activated yet. I'm trying not to miss the activation sequence because it only happens once every about 20 minutes, so it's a kind of a pain if I miss it and I'm trying to record. So the way this works is if there's anything in here, I'll just show you guys. Use this comparator. Oh, now I need to remember how it was wired up. It was wired up so that it pulses and stuff. Let's see. Let's just say this is probably not how it should be wired up, but oh well. Let's see, I need a solid block. That's the one thing about using glass for buildings like this. Redstone, redstone, okay. Okie dokie. Okay, I need to activate the dispenser. Will that work? Of course it won't. I think what you have to do actually is just take this out. And I know right now I'm definitely not doing it right, but I don't care. Yeah, if you want a better version, just go look on YouTube. I mean, there's literally tons of those. So what it does is it spawns little chickens right here. And, okay, that's annoying. Is it going to stop? Okay, it stopped. So, after, I think it's 20 minutes is the time that it takes for these little guys to grow up. When they grow up, they will put their heads in that lava, and they will die. So yeah, that's basic chicken killing system. I'll put a few chickens in, and we'll come back to this after the tutorial and see how much cooked chicken we have. And I'll probably disable the clock, and we'll see how much chicken we get compared to what this one produces in the time of this tutorial. Which I better go get that on camera, the before shot. Okay, this is my little loot chest. As you can see, it's full. Only counting cooked chicken. Sorry, feathers. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that. I guess I'll just leave the feathers in there. We can always go look in the oh, I can. Yeah, there's just feathers in the dropper now, so we're fine on that aspect. Let's see, one of these was weather clear. Cancel. Okay, I have a lever, sorry. I set this thing up so that if I didn't want it to rain, I could either go inside the building and push a button, or just push a button regularly. Okay, so let's see. It looks like it's on almost the last clock, so these are my 5 clocks. The reason there are 5 of them is because each one is about 4 minutes and I believe 20-ish seconds. So I needed 5 of them to make it to 20 minutes because, oh look, we just saw it. It was probably too quick for you guys, but I can tell what's going on. So this is what I call a locking mechanism. This locks the clock and makes sure that I get the exact amount of time every time that this clock runs. And these clocks basically just unlock each other's locking mechanism, and I'll show you how to build a locking clock because I personally have never seen a design like mine. There might be one out there, but this is really the only project I've embarked on recently that has needed a clock like a locking clock. Because if all of these were running at once, there would be multiple ages of chickens in here. And when the killing comes, there would be wasted chickens. Essentially, this clock is just... It's kind of... These hoppers are kind of finicky. Like, why is there a full thing? Oh wait, no, it just activates early. Like, I tried moving it to here and like 10 chickens wouldn't grow, and I wanted them all to grow. So yeah, it's kind of finicky. Yeah, I might mess around with it and then post something on the end of the video telling you guys how to like fix it or something. So these hoppers, if you don't know what a hopper timer is, I realize some of you may not know that because you're not that into redstone. So basically what a hopper timer is it's a T flip-flop. It's a T flip-flop, but instead of a regular block over like a redstone torch or something, or letting a current pass through that block if it's in front of it, instead of that, you use a redstone block to lock one of 2 hoppers, and the other hopper will feed its inventory into the other hopper, and then you just use a comparator on whichever hopper you feel like, depending on how you do it. Just, I think the only thing it affects is it doesn't affect the timing at all, because it just switches after a while. But if you're going for like I am, like what I have is it fills up and then empties out again. you'll probably want it set up kind of like this. I think one of the other clocks I did the other way. Yeah, I did this one the other way, and I'll explain how I did it. Because at first glance, this may not look like a lot of redstone, but over there is the control center. Everything is jam-packed over there. And if this clock will hurry, we'll go and watch, because it's going to... And we'll watch this. It'll activate. That line goes all the way underground, as you can see. And we just got here in time. So that simultaneously opens up that hole in the ground, which we'll be able to see better after these chickens are dead. And as you can see, we do have quite a few chickens going down into the killing chamber. Now, I'm actually testing out something I remembered. So we better go make sure that they're actually dying down there, because I was testing out a modification to the system, and then I figured, why not? Oh yeah, that modification broke it. There was a reason. There was a reason for it. Dagnabbit. Okay, yeah, the modification was I took a block out of here. So what you do is feathers. The chickens fall down into this water stream. They get pushed here. They jump off because they're on fire. They can't jump up into the water. At least they don't most of the time. And then normally there wouldn't be any chickens down here, but I have a bow, so we'll snipe them real quick. And as you can see, this is just leads from the loot chest over to a item elevator. And this doesn't need to be where it is. It just lines up with that building that I have built up top. And the nice thing about killing chickens down here is I have already all this stuff ready to catch the drops. So yeah, if we get any uncooked chicken, I'll know where it came from. My gosh, I'm not talking straight today. And if we can hurry and get up there, we can see it. Is this... No, this clock isn't still running. It's back into... Yeah, it's spawning them now. So all I have is a pretty fast clock wired up to these two dispensers. I don't want raw chicken. I thought that bow had flame on it. Okay, so what we have here is a really quick clock. This could be a little less quick, but yeah. Oh, and this is, I'll explain this all purple stuff. So anything not in purple is required for the device to run. I call it a device. The purple stuff is just added on. I added that on quite a bit later. So yeah, okay, so what we have here is a locking mechanism. It activates a T flip-flop, which activates this torch, which turns off this clock. That's one thing it does. Another thing, it goes down here. Oh no, wait. Oh, never mind. This is different. So it comes up here, it turns off this torch, that gets unpowered, and I think this is actually obsolete, because I think I put this piston in to be... This wasn't working well enough, because this wouldn't stay powered. Oh wait, it does stay powered. I think the mechanism is broken. It's supposed to do something and it doesn't do it, so I added something else to do it for it. So what we have here is this is an infinite loop, just a little infinite loop maker, and then this up here shuts off the infinite loop. So basically this makes sure that the clock is running by... Oh, it turns off this piston. So if that piston is down, the clock is off. If it's up like this, the clock is on. And after it gets done, this locks the clock on. Yep. And as you can see, it's just this is a trick where you have 4 redstone torches, and while one is unburning out, the other... While one is burning out, the other 3 are resting. And yeah, if you only have 2, sometimes it won't work. You have to, I think you have to have 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry. It's really dry today. Really dry, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, this is just an experiment. So I'm going to walk you guys through what is actually happening, because I'm pretty sure that most of you, unless you're really good with redstone, are insanely confused what's going on. And I kind of confused myself, I think. Oh, wait. No, where does this... Oh, that's... Yeah, doy. That's part of the timer. Oh, I feel stupid now. Anyway, so this is going to shut off. As you can see, it does run out of eggs, which is good, because I would rather not have it overflowing up there in the hopper. I'd rather just have, and I can always usually count on about the same amount of chickens going through it, so, yeah, that's an upside to it. Let's see. Okay. I'm just thinking where to begin, guys, sorry. I think we'll just wait just a minute for this to trigger, which it's going to do, and we'll follow where the redstone goes. And you can see, as you can see now, it is powered, the clock is locked, and it's sent a pulse out this way. Now, if you guys aren't sure what this torch here is for, this is basically a one-way mechanism. The clock has to run twice to trigger it, and it's built so that before this sorry, my voice is I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. It's built so that this lock is on a delay, so that it shuts off this torch, or the system wouldn't work. And then this really long wire here, which takes a detour, basically comes down here. It's really hard to follow. And goes, where does it go? Oh, that was there for a reason. It basically goes down to this AND gate, and it unlocks it, and the clock is unlocked. And I need to go get a drink. I don't know why my throat is just so dry today. Yeah. Let's just really quickly check the better method of it, for lack of a better term. So, no chickens have grown up and died yet. I guess it hasn't been quite 20 minutes. That's the one thing I don't like, is the amount of time it takes for chickens to grow up, because really, unless you do that method, my machine basically gives you batches of cooked chicken, but the wait time is really long, but I think the amount it puts out per cycle overturns that. It just takes a long time to cycle. So I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back, guys. I'm not doing well. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, I don't know why, but today my throat is so dry, even though it's not even light outside yet. So yeah, and it's Saturday. If you're wondering why I'm up so early, well, I usually wake up early anyway. Oh, where was I? Oh yes. So this clock over here. Oh, what do I want to do? I think I'll just simulate as if it had finished, and it'll work itself out. That is the one thing I do really like about my design, is it's easy to test. Like, I can manually switch over things, and it won't ruin it, because all it needs to do is rerun through about one cycle, and it'll fix itself, which is kind of nice, because it's not quite like an auto debugger, but it almost did. What? Oh, it was on the countdown. Doip. Derp. This is why you make sure you are awake when you play with redstone, guys. Okay, we'll just manually move most of this over. So yeah. Oh, and if you don't know how comparators work, the way they work is, it reads the amount of items in a hopper or an inventory, and it puts out a redstone signal depending on the length, which is why it stretches just a barely. This is a 16th block away from this, and it then activates stuff, but that takes an entire 64. And as you can see, when this also attaches to the switcher up top, the T flip-flop, I mean, So as you can see, it puts about 3 things in here just to shut this off, which was actually an accidental design now. Um, all these clocks are essentially the same. Basically, when they get done, they activate 2 things. One of them, where does this even go? Oh yeah, one of them being it switches the T flip-flop here. The other one being, this one's hard to follow. It's like the most complicated because it was compacted about 2 times more than the others. And then they also go to, I think this just doubles back around there to here. Oh yeah, no, where'd it go? Oh, it goes up here. Yeah, yep. Okay. Oh, see. So yeah. So what happens is it activated this. When that first signal comes along that line there, it unpowers this, and that basically inverts the torches on top, so they would be off, and it also sends a pulse through a monostable. So this is just to make sure that it only puts out 1 pulse, and then it comes through this block back up. And this was wired really special so that this T flip-flop will actually work. So this T flip-flop turns these off, and again after it just comes through here, activates T flip-flop, activates top thing, and then I believe, yeah, this one we can actually see the wire that goes to the next one. It goes all the way back here and activates clock number 3. Yep, clock number 3. And yeah, I just used repeaters and stuff to make sure that the wires don't cross interfere. So basically this T flip-flop gets activated twice. On the second time though, it's activated by this. On the first, it's activated by the previous clock. And yeah, yep, this is just what it does over and over and over. The one disadvantage I would say that I do know of in this system is if you don't know precisely what clock it's at, which is what all this purple wiring is, all this purple block stuff is basically just so that I can have an indicator of where it is. And it sounds like we can shut off the item elevator because it's out of it's out of stuff. Okay, now, yeah, as you can hear, the item elevator quits, the light goes off. These are just the various stages of clocks. These 2 need to be flipped around, but yeah, I'm going to be building this on a server, so I just have been making sure that I know actually how it works before I go on the server, because this is a lot of redstone to invest, guys. So, as I was saying, this project isn't really more of a I need food now project. If you're going for the smallest space possible, use that one. It's just easier, definitely cheaper. If you're in creative mode though and you have an entire world, I don't see why you couldn't build one of these, except for how complicated the redstone can be. But I explained it basically the best I can. I'm going to be trying to compact this down though, because this is not a very well set up world, because normally I would try and hide all these wires underground, and then this would be the only thing you actually see, unless you take like a tunnel or something to come see the killing chamber, and I guess possibly this just so you could add in chickens. So yeah, I'm probably gonna design a more compact version of this. Oh yeah, I also has a piston that goes in front of this, because before I added this chicken to attract the babies, they would be all over this place, and this burned down. If you're wondering why that is wood and this is clay, it's because it burned down twice because of that fire. Basically wrecked all this redstone twice. Oh wait, oh yeah, I forgot to show you one important thing. This actually won't work very well without it. So if you come under here, this comes from the cooking clock, and it just uses the glass through thing trick. And when the cooking clock activates, it has more to do. Like, these two clocks were built last. No, this one was built second. This one was built last. Just because these two do more than just time. This one, I don't remember where the unlocker wire is. There's an unlocker wire, but when it gets activated, oh yeah, there's the unlocker wire. It actually comes through a monostable, which activates all this stuff and spawns water. That's closed. It opens the bottom of that, and the way that works, just so you guys know, is it's just a little T flip-flop that powers a piston behind that block, and that block is there just in case a chicken ever glitches into there so they aren't running around my world, because it's a pain in the bum. Yeah, and that's about it, guys. Yeah. Okay, this wire is special. Oh yeah, that wire just goes to the infinite repeater. So if you guys couldn't understand, now that it's unpowered, as you can see, it basically makes it so that even if this is on, the clock still runs. Yeah, that's how it works. And this is just a locker, because I put in a set of controls to clear the weather, control the item elevator, and turn on and off chicken spawning. Now keep in mind, if you do install something like this that simply shuts off the clock, that doesn't mean that the 5 clocks aren't going to run. They will run, they just won't be running for anything, because there will be nothing in this chamber. So yeah, I'm going to check this actually. Oh yeah, see, we got killed one so far. So if you had enough chickens in this, it's a really good thing, but I personally like mine better, but that's probably just because I designed it. Yeah, I guess if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial, just tell me, and I will probably not show you this design again because it is really bulky. I'm actually designing a stacking design just because it would be easier to fit the clocks and stuff. Because if they fit in the same space, all I have to do is hollow out a big like cube down to probably 20 blocks or so, and then all I'd have to do is make sure that this wire that activates stuff can go where it needs to go. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys later. This has been the Rad Man. This is my automatic chicken killer. And I consider this a cheaty chicken killer, by the way, just because I don't like easy redstone like this. It's too easy, and it's not fun to watch. It's okay. It's not fun to watch because, in my opinion, I like to watch the chickens die by going down a hole that you don't know what is happening to them. Because honestly, if you don't see my tutorial on this, for all you know, there could be a giant fire-breathing monster down there. Of course, this is Minecraft, so that isn't likely, but any other video game, there'd be a giant fire-breathing monster down there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Rad Man. Tell me if you guys want to see more tutorials, what the tutorials are, what you want the tutorials to be on, etc. And I hope you have a good day. As I said, this has been the Rad Man, and goodbye. Hey guys, so this is just gonna be a real quick mini tutorial. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Come on. Oh. Hey guys, sorry about that. Oh, don't crash. Okay. Hey guys, sorry about that. This is actually being recorded like 5 hours after that segment of video that you just saw. Just because I've spent all day editing Portal 2, my Portal 2 walkthrough, and now I've finally been able to get rid of the original video because I have enough of it done that I can comfortably get rid of it because the video I'm going to be using is just saved on my hard drive and stuff. And I accidentally deleted everything in my inventory. Didn't mean to, but yeah. What you gonna do about it? Except re-equip. Okay, I do believe that should be everything. Yeah, I'll just get anything else if we need it. So, the way that this hopper timer works is, if you guys know anything about redstone, you should recognize this as a T flip-flop. And like I said, it just moves the block back and forth, and it transfers items in between them. Very, very simple. Now, this is going to be just how to build a timer. The timer that controls the killing and the spawning, it's a little more advanced than this, but not by much. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. Okay. How to do this? I'm trying to make a good way of whatchamacallit. Oh yeah. Running this thing. Oh wait, it needs a monostable, that's what it is. Because I'm trying to make this as compact as possible, because I want to stack them, which means that they're all going to have to be similar, you know, they're gonna have to be mostly the same. Okay, and that'll work, and then we'll just plan for over here. And don't worry, I will explain what I'm doing. I'm just doing it while I'm thinking, while I know what I'm doing. Okay, so what I've just done here is laid out a wire 16 long. Now, I'll just get, I think it's 5 stacks of dirt. You can use any block as long as it's in stacks of 64. So if we watch, I think we missed it. Oh, I think that's to be set to 2. But what it would have done is it would have switched these pistons, except this lock is on, which is what the lock is for, is to keep that from, the lock is just to make sure it doesn't run. So, it's going to build up, activate it, it'll flip this. This one will be unlocked, because whichever one's locked, items will flow into. No, wait. Oh, yeah. So if we break this and this, items will start flowing into this hopper, and that will, yeah, that'll shut this off. So now it's on the downward cycle. So what we want to happen is when it gets over here, we want it to, first of all, we're going to lay out this wire that I'm laying out right now is really important because it is what controls the locks. And it's really easy. All it is you go down under the block with the lock on it, and you go down so that you can put a torch on top of it, a repeater, and then 2 more repeaters over to that one. And what we're going to want to have happen is, I believe the way I usually do it is here, here, here. We don't even need a block of redstone or anything. And then this guy just gets activated. And I think you have to go in front like this, or else this could not work right, because it might keep this piston powered, and that would break the mechanism. So if we flip this now, that's what I didn't want to happen. Oh, doy. Never put in the redstone torches, and don't have any blocks above them. Oh my derp. I'm getting too tired. Okay, yeah, so you see what it did? It just locked it, and this would be how it would be normally by default, and this would relock it. And then we also have a wire that comes into here, and this will come from whatever clock is before it to unlock it, because this is an unlock and relock deal. And then we'll have this go here, and it will lead off to wherever we need it to lead off to. Yeah, this is the basic idea of the clock. Oh wait, doy, derp, derp, derp. Also needs to connect to over here. That was the other thing. There we go. Now I'll unlock this and we'll watch it run, and I believe it should be set up enough. Oh no, now it's counting up. And that's why I have the buttons, is because sometimes during testing you kind of mess up the order of things, like I just barely did. Okay, you know what? Credit. Over you go. There we go. So now as soon as it runs out, this will open, and this switches it ideally. What's wrong? Oh, I forgot there has to be a monostable. Yeah, I built like 5 of these in a row, so I keep forgetting on little things like you need the monostables, blah blah blah. Okay, this should work now. Do that. Okay, now it'll work. So you see it locks it, and that's supposed to turn off. Why in the heck didn't it turn off? I think all we do is add some delay onto that, because what we need to happen is it needs to put out like 1 item before it. What is this? Okay, let's see. So you need to shut off. You what's? Oh yeah, I forgot. If you have power to the side of it like this, that also counts. So yeah, just do that and it'll fix it. This will also prevent backflow, which isn't really a problem because of that monostable. So now I think it'll work. So let's see, it's turned off right now. Oops. And it needs to be manually switched, I guess. So let's simulate it went all the way up, activated the thing, we'll let it get to 2, and then we'll activate it ourselves and see what happens. Okay. And it'll come back, and I don't want to stand on the monostable. And now it should shut off this torch. Whatever. Normally it will allow like 1 or 2 items to flow through. I'll just show you. See, 1 item, then it shuts this off. But it doesn't really matter because it gets shut off. It gets shut off anyway. The monostable prevents it from running twice. So yeah, and I'm sure if you messed around with the timings enough, you could fix it. I just the way I built mine is a little more restricted by space than these clocks over here, which we'll just take a little peek at them. As you can see, most of their AND gates are actually above ground, like right here, and then the wires just run underground, which is probably why, because that adds a little bit of delay to it. So yeah, this is basically what happens. I'll just use this button. It gets activated. That should not have happened. Man, I hate screw-ups. Okay, so now it worked. I think it got a double pulse is what happened. So it opened and it reversed itself instantly. But yeah, as you can see, that works fairly decent. Yeah, more fine-tuning. I fine-tuned for a lot. I fine-tuned the other one a lot. Oh, doy derp. This has to be set too. Always remember that when you're pulling power from blocks, it has to be set on 2 if you're doing stuff with like AND gates and stuff. Not AND gates, oh my gosh. T flip-flops. Okay. Yeah, that's the basic gist of it. I might show you guys a new and improved version, or you might just have to wait and see it, because I might do a little oh my gosh, I've been playing too much Farming Sim. Yeah, I'll just do a little showcase of it later. So, if we look at how much chicken this thing has produced since I let it sit for a few... Actually, it's only been about 20 minutes maybe. But I cleared all the feathers out of this, by the way, which was how I accidentally cleared my entire inventory. So we have a lot of cooked chicken in here and some more built up in there. And I think I don't have the item elevator running it, but I don't want to turn it on right now. So I'm gonna just, let's find out. Come on, go down, thank you. Okay. Yeah, unless you put a lot of chickens, this is from one batch, and it looks like it's still coming. So yeah, those are the type of results that my machine gets compared to that other little machine. But whichever you guys want to put in your world, like I said, I wouldn't recommend building my machine unless you either know a lot about redstone, have a lot of redstone, or just enjoy over-the-top projects. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Rad Man, and I hope that you enjoy your chicken fried. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you guys the spawning stage of this machine because I was working on that clock over there, and I noticed that this was about to trigger, so I figured I'd record it. And this is how full the chest is. If you notice, because of that clock, it drains really quickly, and I don't think I've ever had a cycle where these dispensers haven't used up every single egg, and then every egg that comes down after that, because like I've never filled up these chests. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that because I almost forgot about it, but since I remembered, I decided I'd show you it because I actually really like it, especially because they fall out, they run around, and then they just flock to this chicken. Creative mode, OP, ha 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 ha. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is going to be the end of this tutorial. It's probably already over length anyway. I'll see you guys next time, and I'll probably be putting out a new Minecraft video soon besides this one, since I've finally almost got all Portal 2 edited so I can get rid of the uncompressed video, because let me tell you, it takes up a lot of space on my computer right now. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.